Caitlin Clark in 38 seconds. I don't know what second place is. That's the greatest 38 seconds in WNBA history. A mesmerizing 38 seconds, a 33-footer, a 31-footer, a 27-footer. The WNBA three-point arc is 22 feet. It felt like you were watching history, and I'm not overstating it.
Caitlin Clark's 43-sack eruption in return from injury sends warning to WNBA rivals. The Indiana Fever rookie sensation made her highly anticipated return to the court this past Saturday night, and what a return it was. After missing 5 games due to a left quadriceps injury, Clark didn't just come back, she came back with a vengeance that has the entire WNBA talking.
Caitlin Clark returns Saturday after missing the past 5 games with a thigh injury, helped lead the Indiana Fever to a 102-88 victory over the New York Liberty. Now, it marked the first loss of the season.
In a performance that even seasoned basketball legends are calling just ridiculous, Clark torched the previously undefeated New York Liberty for 32 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds, leading the Fever to a stunning 102-88 victory. But it was a particular 43-second stretch in the first quarter that had everyone's jaws on the floor. Tonight, we'll break down this historic performance, examine the controversy that followed, and hear from Basketball Hall of Famer Rebecca Lobo about why she's never seen anything quite like this in nearly 3 decades of WNBA basketball.
Ryan Howard, Caitlin Clark finding a way to miss her 2. I don't have to just dominate in the paint. Atlanta coming off of back-to-back games, scoring 90-plus points. And
let's start with the moment that defined Saturday night's game. The Fever found themselves trailing the Liberty by 9 points early in the first quarter. That's when Caitlin Clark decided to remind everyone exactly why she's considered a generational talent. In just 43 seconds, yes, you heard that right, 43 seconds, Clark drained 3 consecutive three-pointers that leveled the score at 24-24. But here's what makes this even more remarkable. These weren't ordinary three-pointers. 3 of Clark's 7 made threes came from beyond 30 feet, with the rest coming from at least 26 feet out. For perspective, the WNBA three-point line sits at 22 feet.
Caitlin Clark did not miss a step after being sidelined for 5 games with a quad injury. Are you serious, Caitlin Clark?
Clark finished the night shooting an impressive 11 for 20 from the field overall and a scorching 7 for 14 from three-point range. That's exactly 50% from beyond the arc. This performance came after being sidelined for 19 days, during which she spent time doing scouting work for the team. The Gainbridge Fieldhouse crowd gave her a thunderous ovation during player introductions, and by the end of the night, they had witnessed something truly special. Not only did Clark deliver a statement performance, but she also handed the Liberty their first loss of the season, improving the Fever's record and giving them crucial momentum. As Clark herself said before the game, it almost feels like the start of a season in a way. I think just continuing to come out with the same confidence that I always have.
Caitlin, yesterday you told me that you might be a little bit rusty going into this matchup. How do you feel at this point in the game?
I feel pretty good. I think we can play better defense, though. If we just play a little bit better defense, stop them in transition, we'd have a bigger lead than we have.
However, Clark's triumphant return wasn't without controversy. During the second quarter, a heated exchange with officials resulted in her 6th technical foul of the rookie season, an unusually high number that's tied for the second most. The incident occurred when Clark, frustrated over what she believed was a missed foul call during a fast break, turned to the referee and said, "Are you serious?" The technical foul was called immediately, but what caught many viewers' attention was New York Liberty forward Breanna Stewart's reaction.
She's the only player in the league that gets picked up three-quarter court by everybody. And people are saying it's because of a lack of skill she gets picked up three-quarter court. Absolute madness. Absolute madness. But it's just a crazy situation. And like we all saw, Caitlin did not shoot a free throw. Caitlin did not shoot a free throw. Caitlin got fouled 1 time against Brazil. And Brazil were hacking her. Like Brazil were literally just going and hacking Caitlin. Every time Caitlin did anything, they were just fouling her because they knew they couldn't do anything else, so they hacked her.
As Clark addressed the official, Stewart appeared to signal for a technical foul. While it's unclear whether this gesture influenced the referee's decision, it has sparked intense debate on social media and among analysts about player influence on officiating. The incident highlights a broader conversation in professional basketball. How do leagues balance fiery competitiveness with respectful conduct toward officials? Clark's passionate playing style has been both praised and criticized throughout her rookie campaign. Fever coach Stephanie White has acknowledged that the team is working with Clark on emotional composure during games. Clark herself has expressed understanding about the need to better manage her emotions on the court.
Well, I mean, there's so many things. Number one, her communication. Her communication is elite. It gives everybody else confidence on the floor, offensively, defensively. Helps us get in the right spots. Her defensive energy and intensity. She allowed us to do a little bit more things from a versatility standpoint when she played the four, right?
Social media reaction has been predictably split, with some fans arguing the technical was excessive and symptomatic of inconsistent officiating, while others believe Clark crossed the line and challenged the official's authority. To get perspective on just how historic this performance was, let's hear from someone who's been around the WNBA since its inception in 1997, Basketball Hall of Famer and former New York Liberty star Rebecca Lobo. Speaking on ESPN's First Take, Lobo didn't mince words about what she witnessed. I'm sitting there at the end of the first quarter when she had that 38-second stretch where she drained deep three after deep three after deep three. I was just sitting there thinking, I've been around this league since 1997. I have never seen that in a WNBA game.
Clark scored 32, dished out 9 assists to become the first player in WNBA history to have 100 points, 30 rebounds, 30 assists in a player's first 5 games of a season. Our Rebecca Lobo was on the call for Saturday's game, kind enough to join us this morning. Rebecca, good morning. Thank you so much for being with us.
Hey.
Oh, thank you. It was a fun day out in Indianapolis on Saturday.
Oh, there's a lot happening in Indy right now. Rebecca, tell me, what does Clark's return mean for the WNBA?
Well, I mean, it means a lot more people are paying attention once again. We know how much Caitlin drives ratings. We know how much Caitlin drives attention on the WNBA. And for her to come back and do it in that way was just ridiculous. I mean, I'm sitting there at the end of the first quarter when she had that 38-second stretch where she drained deep three after deep three after deep three. I was just sitting there thinking, I've been around this league since 1997. I have never seen that in a WNBA game. Have we seen players go on runs? Of course we have, but not like that. Not where a couple of the three-pointers are from 30-plus feet. It was an exhibition by her. After being out for 19 days to recover from an injury, couple that with the other passes that she made and some of the other plays, it was just ridiculous. It's not often that you're watching the WNBA or that I'm watching it and I'm like, wow, I've just never seen this before.
Lobo continued, emphasizing the unprecedented nature of Clark's range. Have we seen players go on runs? Of course we have, but not like that, not where a couple of the three-pointers are from 30-plus feet. But Lobo's praise went beyond just the shooting display. She called the entire performance an exhibition and noted how Clark's presence immediately impacts league attention and viewership. We know how much Caitlin drives ratings. We know how much Caitlin drives attention on the WNBA. For her to come back and do it in that way was just ridiculous, Lobo explained. This isn't just hyperbole. Recent reports indicate that nationally televised Fever games saw viewership decrease by 53% during Clark's absence, with overall WNBA ratings dropping by 55%. Her return to the court Saturday night was eagerly anticipated by fans and league officials alike.
WNBA television ratings down more than 50%. We should probably do a study on that. I'm not sure why that would be. Wait. Since Caitlin Clark's injury, ladies of the WNBA, she is the rising tide. She is essentially the sun at the beach. If she's not out, nobody else is. She equals ratings, revenue, and relevance, and those 3 things the WNBA is dying for. 55%. That's Jordan leaving the NBA. This is kind of unprecedented territory. It's time to get over the angst. Like, she's changed the league. She doesn't show up. It's like the sun going behind a cloud at the beach. It's not the same environment.
Clark's return couldn't have come at a better time for the Indiana Fever. During her 5-game absence, the team went 2-3 and dropped to 7th place in the WNBA standings. Saturday's victory not only stopped that slide, but sent a clear message to the rest of the league. Before Clark's injury, the Fever were showing promise as a young team building around their rookie sensation. Her 32.9 assist, 8-rebound performance against the league's defending champions proves that her impact extends far beyond just individual statistics. As Clark noted before her return, we're 4-5, but we've had a lot of opportunities to win a lot of the games that we've lost. I really need to be a voice and a good leader for this team to help us get over the hump. For the WNBA as a whole, Clark's return represents more than just one player getting healthy. Her ability to draw viewers, generate social media buzz, and create must-see television moments is undeniable. Saturday night's performance against the previously undefeated Liberty will likely produce significant ratings numbers that reinforce her value to the league's growth. What we witnessed Saturday night from Caitlin Clark was more than just a comeback from injury. It was a statement. In 43 seconds, she reminded everyone why she's considered a generational talent and why the WNBA's future is brighter with her on the court. The controversy over her technical foul will continue to generate discussion about officiating and player conduct, but it shouldn't overshadow what was truly a historic performance. When a basketball Hall of Famer who's been around the league for nearly 3 decades says she's never seen this before, that tells you everything you need to know. As the Fever continue their season with their star player back in the lineup, the question isn't whether Clark will continue to produce spectacular moments, it's how the rest of the WNBA will respond to the challenge she presents. For the Indiana Fever, Saturday night's victory over the Liberty wasn't just about ending an undefeated streak. It was about announcing that they're ready to compete with anyone when their generational talent is healthy and on the court. That's our top story tonight. Caitlin Clark is back, and the WNBA is better for it. Thanks for joining us on Sports Central. We'll be right back after this break with more sports news.